Peace, family. Thank you so much for taking the time to create your Tulsa Real Estate Fund account. Today, I'm going to walk you through on how to fund your account, as well as answer any questions that you may have around accrediting yourself, self-accrediting yourself, as well as completing your profile, showing you the payment methods that we have, etc., etc. And so, when you have your account today and you log in, you'll see Tulsa Real Estate Fund IPO June 1st. You'll see King J. He delivered a message, and most importantly, you'll see pending. Pending is because we haven't launched. We'll launch June the 1st, and so when June the 1st comes, you'll see this page. Um, you'll be able to review the fund details as far as the investment thesis. You'll be able to review the deal room, which reviews the details of our fund, and most importantly, you'll be able to invest. So today we're investing as a Tulsa partner. Ideally, this would be your name or whatever entity name that you choose. And this is the most important piece. We're getting a lot of questions around how do I put in my social security number? How do I complete my profile? So this is the first step in completing your profile. So I'm putting a birthday right here of just June 1st. You put in your social security number here. From there, you go ahead and verify your address, your city. And one important thing I want to make sure of is make sure that you put your legal first name and legal last name. Want to make sure that there's no nicknames or anything of that nature, because there are some aggressive checks that we'll talk about that really verify who you are. So this is the self-accreditation piece. And so this is the piece that a lot of people are wondering about. Hey, I'm a non-accredited investor. Can I invest with you? And we'll go through these questions. So first question, my net worth is over $1 million excluding my home. If this is yes, go ahead and check. If not, move to the next question. My personal income was more than $200,000 or $300,000 if I filed jointly over the past 2 years, and I expect the same income this year. If that's you, click it. If not, keep going to the next question. Next question, I invest on behalf of an accredited business or venture capital fund. If yes, click. If not, keep going. And so if you're a non-accredited investor, go ahead and click I agree to the Tulsa Real Estate Fund terms and read it thoroughly. Go ahead and sign your name and then say I'm not an accredited investor. So this is how you get to the non-accredited portal. And so as a non-accredited investor, you can invest up to 10% of your annual gross income or your net worth, whichever one is higher, 10% of that. And so first, I'm going to just put an arbitrary number here. Let's say $50,000 is what your annual income is. And then say you own your car outright and you got some equity in your house. So I'll go ahead and say, I'll go ahead and just go ahead and say $30,000 here. And so out of the two, 50,000 is higher, 10% of 50,000 is 5,000. And so from here, you can go ahead and see $5,000 number. You go ahead and sign here. And this is your legal first name and last name. I know I have Tulsa partner there, but that's just for demonstration purposes. So now you can select how many shares you'd like to purchase. So you can purchase a minimum $500 worth of shares. Each share is $50, worth $50. And so you can buy in increments of $50 up to your 10% number. And so whatever that looks like, you just take the number of shares and multiply by 50. So today we'll go ahead and do 500. That's 10 shares. And now let's talk about a transaction fee. So when we started Tulsa Real Estate Fund, we wanted to create a unique opportunity, a safe opportunity for our community to invest money across the board, but in a safe manner. And with the goal of being safe and being hugely transparent, we have implemented a transaction fee which allows everybody to be doubled and triple checked to ensure that no bad money or no bad actors are in the fund. And so the first thing that the transaction fee covers is the AML check. AML is short for anti-money laundering. So this check looks at an individual to see the source of their income, the source of their money. The second check is the KYC, which is the Know Your Client. This verifies your name, so this is why you have to have your legal name, social security number, your address, et cetera, et cetera. So it just those two checks are the biggest things. And there's also checks as far as uh, your identity and things of that nature. But anyways, the transaction fee is a flat fee of $25.50. Whether you do $500 or $5 million, same thing. And as far as the payment processes, you can choose ACH, wire transfer, or you can do a check by mail. We highly encourage you to do ACH. ACH will keep this transaction fee at $25.50. If you were to do a wire transfer or a check by mail, the transaction fee will be $10 additional. So it'll be $35.50 for both a wire transfer and a check by mail. So we highly encourage you to do an ACH payment. And just letting you read a few things. And of course, this will all be presented to you on June the 1st. But once you select what payment method you like, you go ahead and submit. And this is where you're putting in your ACH information, your account number, your bank account information. And so I'm going to just go ahead and put in just the arbitrary bank account information. And here you can put a checking, you can denote if it's checking or savings. Then you put in your routing information. Again, just some arbitrary information. And you put business or personal. And so here you put the name of the account and the personal. If it's personal, you go ahead and put the name. If it's a business account, put the business account name. And then you authorize this transaction. Go ahead and review this text. And then you sign with your legal name. And then you submit. So here's our subscription agreement that you can review and sign. Now this subscription agreement is also found on the SEC Edgar site. So if you go to Edgar, you find search Tulsa Real Estate Fund, you'll also see the subscription agreement as well as our offering circular. But review this thoroughly, read it. You can also download it, but sign here. It's electronic signature. And this document will also pop up in your portal when you log back in. So definitely don't worry about having to lose it. And voila, here's your certificate. So from here, the next step is that over the next 48 to 72 hours, you should keep your money in your bank account if you do an ACH. The money will not come out immediately because we're still doing the AML and the KYC checks. And if you fail those checks, we will not be able to refund you the transaction fee. Following the completion of any background checks as well as AML checks, you will receive communication from our transfer agent ComputerShare regarding your official digital stock certificate as well as information pertaining to the actual investment on a go-forward basis from us as far as quarterly statements as well as dividends after your annual 12-month blackout. And so you'll be an official Tulsa Real Estate Fund investor. Congratulations. Thanks for taking the time, and we look forward to partnering with you. Thank you. Peace.